Well, Logan here with another video game review, and this is of a game I've been anxiously waiting for, The Amazing Spider-Man by Beenox, Marvel, and Activision. One of the first things we see here is this new wait screen, which is a little bit different because it gives you some tips on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side it looks like it's some fake tweets here that you can scroll through to see what some of the New Yorkers are thinking about when it comes to Spider-Man, Oscorp, stuff like that. This game takes place after the movie. Now, I'm not going to reveal any spoilers. I have come across some major spoilers that are involved with the movie right now already, and I'm not going to talk anything about that whatsoever. But we are going to focus and look at some of the different gameplay. And we're on top of an apartment building here, dressed up as Spider-Man in his new movie costume. This is based on the new reboot starring Andrew Garfield, coming out July 3rd. And off we go web-slinging. Now, some of the things with the web slinging, first of all, the camera is zoomed in real close to Spider-Man. They want to do this in such a way so that they think that you feel more like you're web slinging yourself. As I'm zooming through the city, the web slinging is done completely with just one button, and that is with the RB button. I'm playing on the Xbox 360 controller, and that's the right trigger button. Now, unlike some of the other games out there where you have much more control of the web slinging, if I were to hold down the right trigger button, I would just continually swing around. Now, we're there on top of the Beenox building, and just picked up a comic page, which there are about 250 comic pages throughout the city that we can go out there and look around. And you see also a little map with your icons there telling you what direction and how far away you are from whatever area you want to go to. While you're in the free roam mode, which this game does have, while you're around Manhattan, you have double or triple jump, so you can jump about 20-30 feet into the air. Now I'm just going to swing through the city here, if I remember correctly what I've been doing, and just hold down the R trigger, and he just automatically will web sling for you. There in the background we see the Oscorp building. The game itself, it does all the different acrobatic moves for you. There's not stuff that you can do yourself, which is a disappointment for me in regards to how Spider-Man 2 was, which is the best Spider-Man game in my opinion. Now here I am, I'm running up the side of the building. I'm holding the trigger as I run up. He's throwing some webs to help him go a little bit faster. And now we're just going to do some regular crawling to show you different speed there. Just by running and touching the edge of a building, you can automatically start web crawling. The actual playable area of Manhattan is a little bit smaller than what I thought it might be, considering some of the other games like Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. There you have Statue of Liberty in the background. Not a whole lot of famous landmarks that I have been able to see here. There is the Empire State Building. I have yet to find Times Square. I have yet to find the Chrysler Building, if it is in it. Now, I don't know if you just saw that, but I jumped off a building and I intentionally wanted to see if I would go splat. And Spider-Man automatically saves himself. Now, this mode here, looking through his goggles, this is the new Web Rush mode. You can pinpoint different various items and places where you want to go to. And by highlighting on it, it'll automatically take you there. Including hitching a ride here on a helicopter like we're doing here. Now we're going to pinpoint different areas here. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit the button and it will take me right to it. You can traverse the whole game that way as well. Now right up there we're going to pinpoint what comic page. This one, the floating pages are extremely hard to get. I haven't got one yet. And he saves himself right at the end. He does get rather close down to the city, but once again, all it is pretty much I'm releasing when I want to. There is no web boost or anything to go faster like some of the other games. So honestly, My first impressions on this, I mean, it's interesting watching it. It's much more acrobatic look, but it doesn't give you the same control as you had playing with Spider-Man 2. The other factor which a lot of people are driven nuts about, if you notice here, for the most part, when he's shooting his web, he's back to the classic, I'm attaching it to a cloud. Spider-Man 2 was an excellent game at the time where you actually had the physics, you had to physically connect your web to an anchor point, to a building, to a tree, whatever. This game here, you don't have that. You just hit the clouds. And here I'm just showing you how high he can jump. He can jump up about 2 or 3 stories straight up. Now I'm looking for a target here actually to show you something kind of neat, and that is one of the classic Spider-Man poses. And see if we can do it. You can do it with the web brush. You find it there. I pinpointed it, and there, while you're in midair, you can still hit again and do another. You have a timer that counts down, and in the game here you do upgrades. When you get certain unlockables, you can increase your web brush timer. And there I go, I got my point there. And it's one of the classic Spider-Man poses here. I'm going to swing around the flagpole and attach to it Spider-Man style. Like the flagpole scene from the original Spider-Man movie, the first movie. There are unlockable characters you can do here. It has recently been revealed that there is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy costume that you can unlock, which I think I would prefer, because I am not a fan of this new costume here whatsoever. You can also unlock, if you have certain downloads, you can unlock certain characters like the Rhino. And as has been recently shown quite a bit on the internet, on YouTube, stuff like that, is you can also get Stan Lee as a playable character where you're web-slinging as Stan Lee. And he does all the voiceover acting there. Another neat thing, and this is almost worth the purchase of a game myself here, is that Bruce Campbell is back. He plays the character here, the Extreme Reporter. If you find a blimp that's in him, he'll have you do some race scenes, stuff like that, challenges. But he does all the voiceover, and he's challenging and teasing and talking with Spider-Man there. And what's Spider-Man without having Bruce Campbell in it? Well, we're now going to switch over here and go into some of the combat. So we're now inside, and we're going through a area here, and this is using WebRush to do a stealth takedown. It'll pinpoint what you can do with it, and just by clicking the bumper. The combat is based along the same lines as the Arkham City Arkham Asylum game was for Batman. Pretty much there is only 2 buttons really you need for combat. That is the B button for attacks, and I'm upside down hanging from the ceiling. It pinpoints who I want. By clicking the right bumper, I would then strike out. Now, normally I would be doing more stealth attacks here, but to show you how neat the combat looks with a mass crowd, I'm going to go in and just shoot and take care of everyone. The environment is destructible. And for his spider sense, he'll show a little icon, kind of like how Batman had it when he needed to dodge, to tell you when to dodge and hit the Y button to dodge. When you are getting in danger, you can hit the left bumper and do a web retreat. Get out of the way, recover your energy a little bit there, or sneak back in like I just did there.
That creep is making a fool out of us. Leave no stone unturned. It can be anything with this. You can't escape, Spider-Man. Once more.
But the combat is more acrobatic and it looks nice. I will say that. You also have different things. You can shoot your web balls. You can also do a web reach with your webs, which is upgradable as well. And I'm going to look around and try to find the way out here. A lot of it involves on the inside part, you going through the different circulation grates which I don't see any around here. You can also do the same thing with your web rush and find different locations if you want to pinpoint yourself to. My problem is I don't see where the exit is right here, but there's a reason for that, which you're going to see in just a moment. And that is, we had a missing person there, a sniper. So we can web over there, take care of him. As you get a 10+ combo, you're able to use your signature moves, which are various moves out there. One of them, of course, is webbing a person to a wall or to a ground. But this is